We are back, and now, even though we don't end at 7, but I want you to pay attention to this whole show today. Everybody in Boodoo Trace, Debe, pay attention, because first of all, when the body of Chandrabhan was found on Wednesday, Moriah Cunupia, Moriah Road, Cunupia, Mount Moriah. This is the area here. This is the area here. Right. In fact, today I visited that scene, spoke with persons. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, this boy car still, we can't get his car, right? This is his car here. So if you know this car, this is the car. Car still missing. Okay, the car is still missing. So if you have any information, any information, you need to tell me. But I believe that I'm very, very close. Very close. I think it's the closest I've reached in the investigation with respect to a location, with respect to persons where when Nathalia was about to leave South, she sent a photograph to her friends, someone in Shogunas. The woman who suspected to be part of it in Shogunas, she's innocent. Yeah? But listen what the wife has to say, and I will tell you my side of the story, what I discovered 10 minutes before the show started today. Go ahead. Ladies and gentlemen, a man was found murdered at the side of the roadway in Cunupia on Wednesday, the 18th of December. The deceased has been identified as 41-year-old Chandrabhan Ramnanan, a fabricator of Boodoo Trace, Debe. Around 8:15, a farmer was walking along Mount Moriah Road, Cunupia, when a resident told him that some men in a white wagon threw a body out of the car on the side of the roadway. A report was made to the police, and when the officers arrived at the scene, they observed Ramnanan's body at the side of the roadway with a red cloth over his head, bleeding from wounds to the left side of his face and the right side of his neck. His body was removed onto the scene. Now I'm speaking with Chandrabhan, sorry I spelled it wrong, Ramnanan, his wife here. Ma'am, when was the last, accept my sympathy, when was the last time you saw your husband?
Wednesday. Half day, morning half day.
Wednesday?
Yeah, then he'll leave home at 12:45. He said he was going to get some stuff and come back. He's supposed to go the day before, but he get tied up.
What stuff you said he was going to get?
Like lock and some pattern and things for his gate.
Right, he's a fabricator.
Yeah.
I realized that here he's a fabricator in the Boodoo Trace. Right, they said he was in the company of a Spanish woman. Are you aware that he has any friends who are Spanish?
Well, he had a guy work here, but he went back Venezuela, which is a Spanish, and he was with this girl, Nathalia, and
Who was with the girl?
The Spanish man was with her, and he left her and he went back.
Have you ever seen Nathalia?
Yes, she used to work for me.
Doing what?
Babysitting the children if I have to go and do
Babysit the children here?
Yeah.
If you have to go anywhere?
Yeah.
So tell me something, right? Again, we're going, right? Is this her?
No.
Huh?
No. No.
You sure?
No.
You've never seen these people?
No.
Never? What you got there?
No, I know. No.
Never? Okay. What just goes and good?
No.
Okay, go ahead.
And like if my husband and I have to go out, we would take her to see the children, you know, the two smaller ones, because it's 4 kids we have, and
4 kids.
Yeah. And she would look after the 2 smaller ones and thing, and me and my husband would go and do what we have to do and thing, and then
She has been identified as Nathalia.
Natalia, yes. And
A Venezuelan national.
yeah.
Okay.
And she, you know, we get so close then that I did trusted her.
You trust her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, I am with my husband for 18 years.
Yeah.
Never to have an issue like, you know, he would cheat or anything, you know.
Unfaithfulness,
because he's always a hard-working man, and he always worked to provide for us. He always spent time then. You know, if it's not work, he with his kids. His children is everything to him, you know. And I don't know, I started to hear that he was with her, and, you know, a whole set of rumor.
But what were the rumors?
They said that, oh, he went and he took her up and he was carrying her wherever, right?
So before this incident happened on Wednesday, there were rumors with he being with the girl.
No, well, what I know of, and
you ever observe anything?
No, well, he would tell me. He said, well, you know, I was going down the road and I saw Nathalia and I give she a drop, right. You know, and it would be like this, and it was nothing to me because I mean he would let me know.
Be here plenty of times.
Yeah, because she was renting by his cousin.
She used to rent by
his cousin, and
okay.
Then, you know, it was like nothing. Then if she wants to go to the grocery or anything, she would either ask me or him, you know. And sometimes both of us would take her, you know. And then she, you know, I mean, people saying all kind of thing, but my husband is a person, if he know you and you walk in the road and he's driving, he will stop and give you a drop. That is him. He will always go out his way for people, you know, and he's so kind-hearted then that, you know, he will rather tell me no and somebody call him to do something, he will get up and do what he had to do, you know. It don't matter what time or day or anything like that. That is him, you know. He always do things for people. Mm-hmm. And then when, you know, this incident happened, I started to hear all this, and it...
How long the rumors started to surface? Well,
it started when...
Like how long ago? 2 months?
No, I hear, well, as I tell you, that if he see her anyway, he will take her, you know. And then after I tell him, I say that how somebody had made a video. He dropping her to work, which I knew that he was dropping her to work that day, you know. And then even I didn't know about it before he will come back and tell me, well, you know, I dropped Nathalie to work as she was walking, you know, and I was like, okay with it, you know. And somebody had made a video out of fun, and I told them, I said, my husband is a respectable man, and that was not nice.
What was the nature of the video?
Huh?
What was it? What kind of video it was?
Well, the person, they just record Nathalie jumping out of my husband's van. Right? And I tell him, I say, why would you do that? Because people thinking that my husband with this woman, and he say, oh, it was just a joke, and he apologized and he take it down. He didn't mean nothing by it, you know. And I say, well, you don't do that. Because
so all the time she says, still come here?
Yeah, you know. But with this incident, yeah, I asked her and all this kind of thing, and she was like, no, you know. But he gave a different respect then, okay? He wouldn't get too close, you know? He would talk to she around me. If I'm here, he would sit down with all of us and he would talk and things. But to say go and sit down and have a conversation with she alone, he wouldn't do it, you know? And then with this surface now, yes, a man had called me after concerning the kidnapping and whatnot. Then a Spanish call, and she called me out by my name. Right? I don't even know her.
What is your full name?
Karen Ramnanan.
Karen Ramnanan. How old are you?
42.
Okay, good.
And then I started seeing things circulated, and people were saying, oh, he was with the Spanish and whatnot and thing, right?
The same girl,
Nathalia, right? So for quite a while, he haven't seen her or hear from her because, you know, I didn't hear he say anything at all about she. Until this whole thing surfaced. And then a Spanish called my son, and she said she wanted to talk to his brother, which is a police officer. And my son friend pretended he is the brother of my husband. And she started to say, oh, she know Nathalia was setting him up. Yes, she said that she wanted to warn the brother that Brian was in trouble, because everybody know him. Even I would call my husband Brian.
He was known as Brian in the area.
Yeah, all over, because I would never call him Chandrabhan.
Yeah.
You know, and she said how Brian was in trouble, and she just wanted to warn the brother, you know.
That when this thing happened Wednesday?
Yeah.
Right,
And
but you had already found out about the body?
no, I didn't. Yeah, I found out about it, and then after this, you know, but the woman called me before.
Before?
And it showed.
How many days before?
No, the same day,
the
right?
Same day, but before all this happened?
When I noticed that something was wrong, is my husband is a person, wherever he go, he would call me maybe within an hour. If he taken, he would call or message or say, well, you know, I didn't get through this, so I'm going here, or, you know, always updates me, you know, or he would send a picture where he is, the location or whatever. And when I see 2 hours and a half pass, I said, this is not right, you know. And he was last seen at 2:14 on WhatsApp, and I said, but this man is always be on his phone and whatnot. I messaged him, no reply. I called him, no answer. I decided to call him video call, and the person declined the call, and I said, no, something wrong, because he will never do that.
So somebody had his phone?
Yeah, and I know him. If he missed my call once, he will call me right back to say, well, you know, girl, I was doing something and I couldn't answer the phone at the time. You know, so we had this communication that I would always know, you know, if he going penal and he ain't get where he going for penal, and he going sando, he will call me. He'll say, look, I'm going sando, you know, or something like that. But he always call me, message, and let me know. And then I say, this not right. So I keep calling. Then the phone just went unanswered. They take off the data and whatnot. And the man called me.
Okay, before we go to that, tell me what exactly the girl told you prior to you getting this disturbing news that day.
Well, a man called me first.
No, when the girl called you?
The girl called me after the man called me.
What did the man call you during the day and tell you?
Right after my husband's phone went dead, he called me and he said he calling concerning a kidnapping. I said,
kidnapping?
What kidnapping? He said, a girl and she boyfriend get kidnapped. I said, well, I think you have the wrong number. I don't know nothing about that. He said to me, you're not the cousin of the girl who get kidnapped? I said, no. So he said, well, okay then. So he hung up. Soon as
was
he
it
hung
a Trinidad
up,
voice?
Yes.
A Trinidad
and
voice?
I have a picture of the man.
How you got a picture of the man?
Well, when he called, the number alone come up, and my friend have a
app.
On her phone. So when I send the number to her,
okay, so we can't say if we put up this picture that is the person. Okay, right. We can't establish. We can't say because sometimes these phones we can't say. But still, we're gonna pose the picture for a person of interest to assist with respect to the investigation. Okay, because this is a very serious thing that happened here. So we have to go, you know, step by step. So now, so the man called you and told you about as a Trinidad man. So you're seeing his image.
I'm sending a voice message so that you can understand that if you have a friend who call you because you are in law enforcement like I am, and they ask you to help one of their family get kidnapped, and her boyfriend is a police, and they have one contact number of a number that could lead to the boyfriend, then you will try to find and coordinate and call all your police friends and everything to see if you can figure out what's going on. So that is my involvement there. And as I said, all my messages will remain on your phone. Take care. Friend, I recall you saying that you are not aware of anything. So I think I maybe get a wrong chat and you are just confused about what's happening. Don't worry about it. I'm coordinating with the anti-kidnapping squad and so forth. Sorry, I'm talking to a lot of persons here and police, so I don't really have time to do too much of fishing stuff.
So go ahead with After how long after that the Spanish person called?
About 10 minutes after.
10 minutes after.
Yeah, she called and she said, hello, is this Karen?
Spanish accent.
So I said, yes, it's Karen. She hung up the phone. I tried calling back.
From the same number,
no, a different number.
Okay.
But her name come up in my phone as Ruth M.
Ruth M.
Yeah. And I tell my son, I said, call from your phone and see if you get through this number. When he called, he said, you just called my mother's phone. What's this concerning? She said, I called in to get a number for Brian brother, you know, concerning Brian.
Okay.
And he was like, what's tripping this you're talking, you know? So she hung up and she never answered again. And then later on in the night, they call her back. My son, well, I mean, you know, with this whole thing, he traumatized and he wants some answers. He called her phone back and he said to her that he's Brian's brother. And she said, I want to see proof. Put me on video, you know, to see a face. So he let his friend talk and thing. And
but
she
did they
said,
take a picture of her while she was talking?
I don't know, but I would get the record from his phone. And the woman was clearly saying on that message that in the conversation that Nathalia said that she's going to do so and so with him, and this is a setup, and she has a cousin in Chaguanas area that you know, they're going to allow something going to happen bad to him, right? And that was it. Then this girl Nathalia picture started circulating and everybody said, now it went as missing person, right? And I was like, if she get kidnapped with him, with my husband, they kill him and throw him on the side of the road. Why they didn't kill her and throw her there too? You know? Where she is.
Did your husband have a vehicle?
Yes.
A
white wagon, a PDD 890. PDD 890.
And where is the car?
Well,
what kind of car?
A wagon, AD wagon.
AD wagon,
And the back is a ring road trunk. And people said that a body was thrown out of a white wagon, but there's no report again about the car, you know. Yeah, because persons said that they saw a wagon throw out a person from the vehicle. I think we had posted it up, the image with his clothes and whatnot. Yeah.
You saw it on our page.
Somebody had sent it to me.
Go ahead.
I mean, I just...
So to this day, Nathalia is missing, the Spanish girl.
Well, that's what I see in it went up yesterday as missing person, right?
I find that strange. I don't think she's missing.
Exactly.
If she went Chaguanas to do transact business.
And then...
But what he went to Chaguanas for?
He didn't go to Chaguanas. He was going to San Francisco.
San Francisco. But how did the car end up Chaguanas?
I don't know. And the thing is, he had my bank card and my big son bank card.
And they withdrew money?
Yeah. And
who withdrew money?
Well, I went to the bank yesterday.
And how much money was taken out?
Like, first they take out 200, then 1,000 by 1,000 by 2,700, you know, and then my son had some in his account. They took out all.
How much your son lost?
I don't know if it was 2,000 he had or 15 or...
But they went to the ATM.
Yeah.
Which ATM did they use?
Well, one withdrawal was from Penal and 4 was from Central, from who is it bank? RBL, yes, Center City.
Oh, they were in Center City Mall by us.
Yes, Center City.
Oh, they were in Center City Mall by us. There's a lot of cameras there. Right, they're in Center City Mall and we're in Penal.
Republic Bank by the market.
But you shut down everything now?
Well, I can't shut down. I don't have no access to his business account. Yeah. So without the death certificate, I can't do anything.
Right.
And the man...
So with them access to take out money, you must have a PIN, right? You must have a pin for both cards.
Yeah.
Both cards. So he will have both cards on him.
He have his own cards, his Trace's cards, our
so
card.
So you have your card and your son card also on him?
Yeah, because he regular go to the bank. So instead of I had to go to the bank, he would go and do whatever.
So which means to say somebody took the number from him. He had to give the number by force. Yeah, he had to give the number by force, so they took out money in the Penal area. And then when they hit Shogunas, where Nathalia friends live, right? They took out more money there in Republic RBC. Okay?
And she, well, the Spanish route, she said Nathalia was staying with her somewhere by Boodoo's funeral home, somewhere inside that road there, yeah.
Right.
And she said, Nathalia said that how, you know, what she was going to do to him, you know, what she was going to allow to happen to him. And she and the cousin who lives in Shogunas was planning this, you know, but I don't know how.
What about if they kill them, if they get rid of Nathalia and she's another Spanish girl who know what's going on? If, well, okay, but then they're saying, you see, you can't trust them. That's the whole thing, and you can't trust them.
But I mean, Nathalia was long around us to know,
Lady,
you know.
let me tell her something.
No, to know the whereabouts then about him then, you know, and...
She know the wrongs.
Yeah.
So she would go with him if he had to go collect stuff and buy material. And
No, she wouldn't do that.
But she know all the business.
So
if all the eating and sit down eating and...
Yeah,
and
she
like,
was right there, yeah.
If all the talking and he had to go to the bank, he had to go and buy material, she watching the children told her to go.
Yeah.
If all the order food, she go eat and all too.
Yeah, because we always, you know, yeah.
Well, again, it's a clear indication that she abused the position of trust. You understand? She abused that position. So we have to find her. We have to find her. And we have to find your husband's car. So we need a photograph of the car. We need a photograph of her. Yeah. We need a photograph of your husband. We have a photograph of the husband.
Crime Watch does not end at 7 p.m. It continues on all our platforms, Facebook, YouTube, and on our website. Download the I.A.N. Alleyne app today.
Of her. We need a photograph of your husband. We have a photograph of the husband. I need a recent photograph.
Okay.
I need all the voice notes. I need everything. Because this is crazy.
And the man had sent a message to my son's phone, and he sent it to me, saying that the man, which is my husband, was forced to withdraw a lump sum of money, right?
The bank will show who went and take all our money.
But the bank saying they're not seeing nothing like that. But he said that, but my husband do banking online on his phone. Everything he was doing transaction was on his phone.
So how are you doing that? How are you doing that on your phone?
Well, somebody they want a gate, right? They would pay him in cash. He will go and put the money to the bank. So whatever transaction to pay out, like QPSL and Dancil or whatever, he will.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, and they don't take cash. He will do the transaction like that.
How do they get cash in their hands?
No, well, it could be it's just that he was maybe just telling us that, because when I asked the bank if any big...
Anybody came to the ATM, because they must have gone to the ATM in Shogunas.
And he gave them a figure what they will do a transaction like that, and will go to
online
his bank,
banking,
you know,
and then they could transfer money to an account, and you could just go to any ATM like RBC. Am I right? That's cardless cash. Okay, I now get it.
And this morning I went to identify his body, and it wasn't nice, because I know he went down with a fight. You know, because all his nose was broken up, and you know, they chop him in his neck and stab him in his eyes, and you know, so I know my husband will never give up so easily. And all these years I'm with him, I know him as a good man. Everybody know him as a good man, and now people using this Spanish thing to, to make it look like he was unfaithful and, you know, bringing down his name. And, you know, I'm not going to tarnish my husband's name because I know the kind of man he was. You know, he was always a loving husband, a good father. He loved his children. He will do anything for them. And he didn't deserve this.
Huh. I'm just watching everybody crying. So we just have to get what information. So do you have a picture? We have a picture of the Spanish girl that called you.
No.
We have a photograph of the man that called.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll insert it when she said that. And we have a photo of Nathalia, right? You have images of her?
I have a picture that's circulating right now.
Right, but you have like a video when you all... Is there any video like when you were just liming and whatnot? Yeah, you have videos that we could cut off everybody and we just want to circle her.
I have a picture with her, but yeah.
Yeah, a picture that is very recognizable.
No, but this one that is on Facebook right now, it is, you know.
You want her full name? Okay, we have that. I have that photograph. You know this voice? Have you ever heard this voice?
Nathalia.
Huh?
It sounds like Nathalia. It sounds like her.
That is where she sounds?
Yeah, it sounds like her. I mean, all them Spanish have a similar thing, but it sounds like her.
All right. So we're gonna try, we're gonna try our best to see whatever information we can gather from here, from this point. I mean, it's very, very unfortunate. It's terrible what has happened with your husband. It's a clear indication he was lured by someone. That's the indication. He was lured by someone. Someone fooled him and they took him somewhere. He was forced to give his PIN number. We can't say but we'll have to find Nathalia. We'll have to find her. No, God forbid, if she comes up dead, that's another twist to the story. If she comes up dead, I'm just saying, if she comes up dead, a body comes up of that of Nathalia, that is another twist of the story. So which means to say they were both taken by someone known to them. Because you had a Spanish girl call you and you had a Trinidad man call you. Right?
Yeah.
So you don't know the Spanish girl and Nathalia if they are friends.
Well, she said that's her cousin.
That's her cousin. Okay. So ladies and gentlemen, this is how far the investigation has reached with respect to the body of the man that was found at Moriah Road, Cunupia. I'm speaking with his wife. We will keep you posted.